So in class, we have completed the drone database. Now the next level we will see. For that, I'll create a project here. Now I'm creating one new project. That is the name of Volley. So previously we have seen that API integration with retrofit. Now we will see the Volley related. So this Volley is very simple. And compared to that, it was very simple like that. We will see here now. So Volley is also one of the library. By using this, also we can do API integration. But in industry, the first retrofit is using by most of the people, but this one is using like around 20 to 30% of people are using the Volley. So that's the reason we are checking with this Volley as well. So now for this, how we need to enable the permission or how we need to add that. So for that, here we will check with that. Maybe so for that, I'll open that Postman. So in a Postman, first we will see the API. So that login, Postman login. Yeah, we got here now. From here, we will log in into the Postman. So whatever the API we seen last time, with that API only we will check now. Just it is logging into the Postman account. So now it was login was success. Now we can able to see here. Yeah, in my workspace, there we have an API. So that we will check here. So this is the API we will check here. So So here login, we know that already there is a username, email ID, and password. So with that login, we will check that. So how we need to send that using that is that we will see here. So using this API only, we will check here. So for that now, here first of all, for Volley dependency here, so still that project is created here. So once that is created here. So wait, still this project is waiting. So for this, there is an API dependency is required. So that API dependency we have to add here now. Yeah, almost it is done. Now we will add the dependency and we'll go with next step. Yes, still it is taking time. Meanwhile, at least we will change this layout. So here now I'm changing this to read linear layout. So I'm changing this as a linear layout. And here we will add the data binding for this. So here this Volley registration. So just I'm changing that as a Volley registration. Right. So this is a registration means here it required, we required some of the fields, right? So that we will add here. First of all, here we required the orientation. So we will add here the orientation. So that is a vertical orientation we will add here. So here we will add an orientation. That is vertical, right? Now here we require total 3 edit text, right? So those 3 edit text we will add here. Edit text. So that is match parent, wrap content, then ID, so that is username, then hint, so that is a username, some margin 20 dp. Done. So like this, we required 2 more. Right. This is the email. So password, password. Right. After that, submit button. So we'll have a button. So I'm adding the button here. Button. Max parent. Wrap content. ID for the button. Ready. So origin. The next text. So that is origin. So we'll give some margin for the button. Margin 20. Done. Then so we will add the data binding here. So we will add here data binding enable equal to true. Then here we required some one dependency we used to add that. So then only it will work. So for that here I'm adding that implementation. So that is com dot Android dot Volley colon. So Volley colon 1.2.1. So that we have to add here. So this is the implementation. So Volley com dot Android dot so Volley colon 1.2.1. It is correct. Why it is showing this? Yeah, we'll add like this. Right now, let us sync. So once this syncing has done, then in the main activity, we will add the next step. So here, meanwhile, we will enable that where binding column. So that is activity main binding equal to null. Then here binding equal to data binding util dot. So here this right. So while loading this, we required something here that we will add here. So we required URL, so that where URL equal to. So from here we will copy the URL. So this is the URL. So copy this, and here we will paste the URL. Just a minute. Once this is taking time. Yeah, so this import has done. Then this we have to import, right? Data binding. So meanwhile, we'll add one thing that is requested to Volley. So that is a Volley request queue. So that we are defining that is the Volley request queue equal to, sorry, colon. So that is an request queue equal to null. Done. Then here this import will done. Then only we can able to do the next step. So this we have to import. Activity main binding. So that is activity main binding. Right, it's not showing. Yeah, here it is done. Right. Done. Now we will apply the listener for the button binding dot reg dot set on click listener. Set on click listener. So here before that, here now we have to add one thing. That is above request queue we defined, right? That request queue here equal to Volley with reference of the Volley which we are added, right? Volley dot new request queue with reference of this context. Just we are initiating that process here to start that, right? in this now, so that we have to gather the data where name equal to, so that is binding dot username dot text get text. So we are getting the text, then converting into string, then also doing trim. So converting that into this and trim. Right, like this. Above or like next two elements we will get. So that is here now. Next is the email. This is the password. Right. So here now, this is the that email. So this is the that password. That. Now, so this data we have to add. For this here, I'm using the JSON object where JSON object. So JSON object where JSON object equal to JSON object. Right. Next, JSON object dot put key comma values. Like last time also, whatever we set it, similar here, that is a put key comma value. So key we will get from there, comma value here. First one is the name, right? So like this, we have to get remaining two values. So this is an email. This is password, right? So total three values we get here. Then what are the values here? So name is would be here, username. Next, this is the email. This is an email. Next would be here, password. So that will be password. Right. Now the data is available here. So from here now val JSON object request. We are creating one JSON object request. So that is the JSON object request equal to. So that is the JSON object request of. In this we are writing that request dot method. Which request method? That is a method we are using their post. So that is a post. And then whatever the URL we defined above. So then what is a JSON object? So that we are passing into this. Comma. Here now, this will create here. So here we will get a response. So that is in the form of this dot. So this is created here on response which we have created here. Then in this here now it has an error. Right here we'll create an error. So that is a error message will create. Error will be this. So here now as usually I'll write the toast dot make text what is the error it is coming. So that you will write here this at the rate main activity. So here that is error, whatever the error is coming. So that error I'm writing here. Then here toast dot length long dot. So here now we have to compare that. Well, res equal to. So our response dot get string. So what is the string here now? From here now submit this. So the status. So I'll check the status with the status. Now I'll write here if res dot equals to. So this is equals to here what we are getting fail. So this I'm taking that is the fail. Then I'll write here file res1 equal to again that response dot response.getString. So what is other? This is the key, right? In case if it is the fail, just a minute. So here I'm writing on a toast. So toast dot my text. So this at the rate main activity. So from here now, what is the response? It is coming from there. So that I want to show that toast dot length long. Finally, it is the dot show. So just I'll copy this. Here we'll write else also. This is the same. Then finally here now we have to write one more line, that is the here. So request, whatever the request queue we defined above, that is dot add. So that request queue we have to add. So that is JSON object request, that is done. Right here for this, it expects null exception. So that we have to add. Then finally we have to give an internet permission in manifest file here. Now here we will add an internet permission. This permission internet. Done. So once this permission is added, then here we will add text clear traffic, right? So text clear traffic. True. Done. So now I'm running this. We will see this. So this is compared to the code, compared to code that here it is very simple, but there are some complications are there in this, like library size is heavyweight and it that much of not easy. So that's the reason. So that we will use most of the people means it could not support even for the latest architectures like MVVM, MVC. So that's the reason the people are mostly using that retrofit is mostly, and sometimes they will use this also. Like we'll see once it is launched, we will see this. Yeah, it is launching. We will see something error. It is not launching. Yeah, now here we will see. So just I'm adding one extra here because last time already we did that mail ID registered. See, you registered successfully. Email access. Right. Now, tomorrow in this, we will see that login. How to log in by using the Volley that we will see in tomorrow's class.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.